Well then, it's the first of the middle distance action, the men's 800 meter. Well, he lines up on home soil and he'll just need to position himself in the pack, be patient and try to bring himself into contention late on, I think. I expect this man to dictate proceedings today. Marcel Vaderka, 1:44.07. Now that was just a few days ago in Ostrava, and that was a big lifetime best. Look at where he was last year, 1:46 indoors, now 1:44 low. Robert Roots, 1:51, his lifetime best. And Louis Buschbeck, another man, 1:48.87. So you can see the gulf in class between the likes of Vaderka. To challenge him through the latter part of this race. So away they go in this men's 800 meters, and we're still getting used to this slight rule change that came into play this year, where they run in lanes for 2 bends, and it's making things a little easier, a little less congested. However, it's probably making the 800 a little harder to pace. So this is bold running for the German, and it's Scooping Alpha Malik, who sits in second. He will know who is behind him. He'll know the quality of Vaderka, who is just flowing there in third. Pacemaker, Vucinovic out front, checking his shoulder already, looking for this 400-meter split. This will be crucial. The men's 800 going to new heights this year. We've seen a world record already, 51.04 at the halfway mark. Pacer just starting to peel off. He won't want to get in the way of these runners. No wave likes for these men down there, so just purely relying on the pacer. He's done a great job. And now it is still the German who leads. Business end of this race thing. Coming up to the bell lap. Vaderka sits in second. Scooping Alpha of Germany. This could be a huge performance from him if he can hold off Vaderka, who was in a race where 6 broke 1:45 the other day. And this is the change of pace Vaderka's going to have to rely on at the World Indoor Championships, providing he gets there. He's going to have to tack again coming off the bend. Scooping Alpha of Germany looking to hold on. Vaderka takes it though, and it goes to the form book, 1:45.81. But that is a huge run, and credit deserved for Scooping Alpha, who was bold, and he's been rewarded with a second place here on the World Tour. Well, there's the results there for you. Confirmation. Look at that. A whole host of PBs in the top 4. Meet record for Vaderka, previously held by Robert Falcon. Well, to equal a lifetime best. Has Atiri got it in her? Oh, yes, she has. Have we seen anything like this before? Not one failure. It's another meet record. It's an equal PB. And you had to ask the question, did she want to be a little bolder, a little braver, and go for a 465? And kept the bar at 460. And that is a special, special vault for Atiri. So, ladies and gentlemen, your men's 60-meter final is now on the track. Dominik Kopecz of Poland, one of 2 Polish victors in the heats. He took the second one, 4th at the European Indoor Championships back in 2023. Dominik Milewski, 664, looked in control, challenged late as well, expected to finish fast. Milewski, talking finish fast, he came very, very late, dead center. Oliver Wajduek of Poland, 663. Look at the marks it took for them to qualify. How tight is this men's 60-meter final going to be? Wajduek impressed in the heat. Kopecz, his countryman, gets out very well there in the red. He's hanging on. Who's going to take it on the line? It looks like Wajduek. A replay of these, and 6:55. They break 6:60. That was fast running, ladies and gentlemen, and he's done it again. Is anyone better than this man over the last 10 meters? Just look how close it was. Meet record for him. That's the third of the day we've seen here in Dortmund. Women's pole vault, men's 800, and now the men's 60-meter final. Wardewecker, Poland, here's a new name for you, 6:55. Wilewiczki there in second, lifetime best. Kopic in third, who for me led for the large majority of that men's 60, only to have it snatched away from him. Well, he's a special performer, and all three inside the 6:59 World Indoor qualifying time. Oliver, Wilewiczki and Kopic in third. And here are your men who will line up in final one. 5 of them. These bends are tight. It is going to take a tactical masterclass, I think, to run away with this one in the men's 400. Jonathan Secours in the Belgian, 46:30. Very impressive outdoors. I mean, that's his indoor time. For me, he's a much, much better outdoor runner. Has produced some amazing results when it comes to the outdoors. But it's going to be between these two, isn't it? I mean, Jean-Paul Bredal of Germany, 45:94. Well, how's this one going to play out then? Secours gets out well. The powerful German on the inside of him, determined to perhaps get to the stagger first. Interestingly, Secours relaxes through this opening 200. Perhaps he's content to sit in behind Bredal. And I tell you what, Blake is challenging as well to get that inside line. So Bredal gets it. Secours finds himself in third. And he'll just have to stay relaxed through this bottom bend. He's going to challenge on the back straight. I talk about that change of pace. Look at this aggressive move from the Belgian. German holds his line. Has Secours blowing through all his energy now, all his reserves, and challenging on the back stretch. Is it going to be a German victory here in Dortmund? Yes, it is. And that aggressive early surge pays off. 46:00 for Jean-Paul Bredal. And that was deserved for me. It was bold, it was brave, but you've got to be. Indoor 400-meter running is not for the faint-hearted. And with these tight bends in Dortmund, you can see that's a meet record. And these bends are so, so tight. 46:48, almost half a second in the end. As Secours tied up, and Blake probably cost Secours that race. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our 4th meet record here in Dortmund. So the next event on the track will be the men's 1,500 meters. This youngster really is producing some fine performances. Double European under-20 champion last year. 3:30 for 1,500 meters. World lead stands at 3:32. Cam Myers, will Moberg break it? Elliot Vermeulen, the Belgian, 3:42 this year. Another youngster, just 20 years of age. Oh, Marius Prost, the German veteran, 3:36 when he is at his best. He's going to have to be if he's going to live with the youngster Moberg, who is absolutely fearless. So where they go then, also an athlete to look out for is Luke McCann there, just the tall Irish figure in the all black strip right in behind the athlete in the red vest. And he's been working back from injury, Luke McCann, but outdoors, he's a 3:33 performer, and they are absolutely hammering round. But this is where 1,500 meter running has got to now. Aggressive, front-running tactic. Take it to the field early on. Fearless youngsters are out there leading the way. I mean, look at what Sam Ruth is doing, Cam Myers, Niels Laros, and now this man, and now Moberg, introducing himself to the very best of the world. This could be special. We'll keep an eye on the clock. I'm slowly just mesmerized by the way he is just moving around this track. And those behind him are low 3:30 runners at their very best. Credit to McCann coming back from injury. We'll look out for this 1 kilometer split, 2:23, so he is slowing just a touch. It's him against the clock now. And he's running himself into form this indoor campaign is Moberg, the young Norwegian, the double European junior champion last year in the summer. He closed out to win that European title over 1500 in a 52 last lap. It was staggering stuff. And he has lifted the pace. And this is interesting for me. The previous lap at 28 mid, this one coming in under 28 seconds. He is getting after it. Håkon Moberg then of Norway. Here's the bell lap. This could be something special. 3:32 is the world lead of Cam Myers. The rest of the field only just hearing the sound of the bell. The crowd lifting Moberg around this phenomenal arena. We've seen greats here in the past, and we are witnessing another one. He is here to stay, a 31-2. I'm questioning these lap splits now. Regardless, keep an eye on the clock. The young Norwegian, the fearless Norwegian, 3:34.02. Well, it's an indoor lifetime best for him. And what can he do with a little more competition over the second half of that race? And it's another meet record as well, confirmation of that. Crossed in 3:38. Certainly would have given the crowd something to cheer about behind the talent of Moberg. And Vermeulen coming across the line in third, 3:39.48. So the final event of the afternoon here in Dortmund. It is on what is a huge weekend in track and field. And I tell you what, Mabel Akande looked very, very good in the heats. Can she step up from that 7:30 to qualify for the final? We'll go in two. Here are Swoboda then. Qualified but didn't win, wasn't convincing in the heats, but we know what she can produce. The Polish star choosing to just carefully walk their way out, saving all of those fast twitch fibers for when the gun goes. Rebecca Hasse of Germany looked very, very impressive. This is the athlete the Germans will hang their hopes on. So then looking to see who gets out well. It is Swoboda who had the best start, and will she be able to hold on? The world indoor silver medalist from 2 years ago takes it. 7:24. Made the necessary corrections from the heat. And now she's back on top. Kempinen closed late as well. Hasse had a very good start. Now tell you what, young Abel Akande took it to a previous world indoor medalist. Pushed her all the way, and Akande's going to be rewarded with a second place here. But once Swoboda had that lead after 20 meters, I didn't see her losing that one. So the Polish sensation, the national record holder. There is the results. So no season's best, no lifetime best, and no meet records in that women's 60. But boy, did it deliver. Swoboda wins. Akande in second, and Hasse the German in third.
Hi, I'm Manu Duplantis. Subscribe to the European Athletics YouTube channel down below.